How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Goldmine Scenes podcast. It is Tuesday, April 19th, 2022. And, how you guys doing? You good? Sorry for being late on this one. Fucking, it was a long, it was a long weekend since I didn't have Friday. I had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Um, they closed down the warehouse again, and so, um, you know, we're, it's really slow at the moment, so they thankfully they are like, yeah, you can stay home, and we're like, woohoo! But we're losing a lot of people though, which is interesting. Guess we'll see what happens, but I mean, it is what it is. I can't do much about it. Sorry for the coughing. These fucking allergies are bothering me. Um, yeah, but work has been good. Uh, the weekend, I mean, Friday and Saturday, I think I went to the mall twice. Friday was was a great day. I mean, I went to yeah, I did go to the mall actually, and got some things. Was hanging out with a friend, and picked up some shirts. Uh, that's all I picked up. Uh, they got all sorts of shit, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'll help you carry it. But it was good. Went to this place called Mectezuma, in not in like Montezuma, but Mectezuma, and Mexican restaurant and tequila bar. It was fucking awesome. Food is amazing. Uh, we're sitting there having our drinks, these margaritas, and it's like the one at Applebee's. If you had one there, it's like a big cup, big glass cup, and they put the liquor in there, but it's in like the little bottles, and they clip onto the side. They're little tiny bottles. They're adorable. Had some food, had some drinks, and then just mom's shouting at the cats. It's pretty funny. Um, I don't need to burp now. Not while I'm recording. Ugh, disgusting. Apologies. But hung out there for a little bit. Went home. Uh, Saturday, pretty much did the same thing, except went and got breakfast. It was good, but they were fucking slipping up. Like they forgot my friend's food, and it was kind of messed up. You know, like they just forgot, and then it got cold, and they heated it up. Still wasn't good, and we're like, yeah, whatever. It's okay. And then went to what was the second spot? I mean, I thought it was Mectezuma again, but that was later in the day. Oh, I remember. You went to it was next door to it, and fucking what do you call it? What is this place? Let's see, third. Oh, that's what it was. No, 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 never mind. Fu uh, this is bad if you can't get all your shit together, remembering the days. But we did go to this place called BJ's, and it was really overpriced. The service was shitty. Got our orders wrong, and yeah, so we got out of there real quick. Ended that night, but the cat's being loud, so she's yelling at her like, "Yes, I'm coming," because she wants you to open the door while she eats. Very very picky kitty as she gets old. but she's already very old. She's 18, so yeah. But went to Moctezuma twice. It was awesome. Second time we went, they they we got the like tequila fajitas or whatever, and had like chicken, steak, shrimp. Threw some tequila on it, lit on fire, and it was like, boom. It was fucking. It was gnarly, delicious too. And more margaritas, and went and saw this Indian movie. It was just random. We are just looking through the movies because we're pretty much at the theater. You know, it's at the mall. It's at the top of the mall, and fucking, it's like I, I'm gonna look it up again just so I can tell you guys the name of it right here. Oh fuck! Of course. Hang on. No dead air. What do you, what do you mean? There's no dead air. Here we go. Um, KGF Chapter 2. Hindi is like the title. It's called KGF Chapter 2. It's about a guy named Rocky. And so that was on Friday. Um, so I did that on Friday. That's when we went to Moctezuma's first time. And the second time we came back on Saturday. Yeah. And it's, well, let's see. I'm not done telling all the stuff. But that movie, like, it was overly loud. Um, it was dubbed over, even um, like I don't know what the original language they were speaking, but I guess it was in Hindi and in English. Um, but it was even dubbed over in Hindi, so it was weird, but um, very loud, and it it's pretty much the story is pretty much like um, he's a guy who grew up, in like slavery and poverty, and one day he's like, I'm gonna rule the world, and then has become this powerful warlord, I guess is the easiest way to put it. And all the people love him, think he's immortal, like he's a god, and the government hates him, and of course wants to take him down. Plus the bad guys, and so the whole movie is just a bunch of action, shooting, people fucking, lots of explosions and shoot. Look up the trailer of the KGS Chapter 2 or whatever, and look up that trailer and watch it, and you'll see what I mean. Like this guy's like I told everyone this, like one of the best scenes, not to spoil it, is when they're all Rocky's convoy is driving down this road. There's like 10, probably like 10 trucks, and the bad guy shoots the first one, blows it up. They all stop, and he gets out and he does this whole little walk over, and there's this sign that he sees that was in a previous scene when he was shot. They did the whole, oh, he's been shot, help him, get, everyone's crowding around him, trying to get him to, safety, and crying because they think he's God and he's been shot and he's gonna die, and yeah, it was pretty silly. But um, he sees that sign and he's just like, too bad, and fucking pretends to pull up like an AK, even though he doesn't have one, because earlier they showed him an AK, and he's just like Kalashnikov. Kalashnikov. And yeah, there's this movie has so many cuts. Cut. This scene, that. This scene, that. This, that. And I'm just like, every scene has music pretty much. It's ridiculous. It's and different music. Like it, it's a lot to take in, but it's a great fucking. It's a great fucking movie. I would recommend it. And go Go see it with your friends. And like, yeah, what I was gonna, I guess I'll finish that thought. He pulls up the AK and all the trucks like drop their fucking sides and like their like the metal protecting thing or whatever on the sides, and tons of AKs come out, and they just they just start fucking unloading on. It was fucking great. Lots of action. I was like probably one of three white people in there. It was great. I loved it the whole time. And we got to go margaritas. So I was drinking mine. My friend pretty much fell asleep, and I was like, I'll drink that. They don't. But that was a great night. And then Sunday, yeah, Sunday, uh, went to the Octopus, and that was a great time. First time I ever did karaoke. I was really got some good videos of me singing with some dude, and not karaoke. Oh my god, this cat's being so annoying. Not karaoke with him, but like the song was playing. We had our arms around each other's shoulder. We were just singing along to the song, and it was pretty great. Um, Great night overall. The only bad part was, and it's like I could sugarcoat it, but I'm not because it's what happened, and that's what this podcast is here for, so I can keep record of my daily stuff, and just it's like an archive of me. So you learn from your mistakes too. It wasn't terrible, but remember, like I told you with my flat tire incident, um, I was with the same person, but I wasn't driving, and we're pretty close to our house, and fucking we're taking the exit, and I think I don't know. I mean, I know how it's like if you run into something, that's how. But I just remember us turning, like turning, coming to the intersection, and then all of a sudden it's like, poof, like the fucking airbags went off, and we were like, what the fuck just happened? Uh, and apparently, um, her left front tire hit the curb or something, and it totally just bent it and destroyed the axle. And they're just like, what the fuck? Like, we were, everything was driving just fine, and all of a sudden, poof! Like, there's a couple behind us that said they were pulling up. They didn't see it exactly happen, but they were pulling up right as it was happening. They're just like, what the heck? They stopped and helped us out, and we tried pushing the car, but of course it wouldn't move. And then after that, I realized, I was like, oh yeah, tire's kind of fucked. So, said thanks. We went over to the put on the four ways. We put on the yeah, we put on the four-way flashers and then walked to the sidewalk. I told her to stay over there, and cars would come up, and I would like direct them, like, "Come on, you're good. Come on by." And then we just proceeded to call every or I was trying to call every tow truck company. Well, we both were. Anything. I tried calling AAA, and they didn't have any drivers available. Um, so eventually, I think we got a hold of someone, but before we knew that, uh, I'm assuming the couple that stopped to help us um, phoned in for the help or whatever, and an officer pulled up, and she was very nice. Was talking to us about what happened, and I explained to her what happened, and I was like, I don't even know what happened. We're, coming off the off ramp, coming around this turn, and then all of a sudden, poof, like I didn't see anything, but it wasn't on the right side, it was on the left side. She looked around, and what I I told you is what she told me. And I was like, oh, well, I mean, it would make sense, but didn't think we were going that fast. I mean, I remember we were coming off the off ramp, and then it was just poof. I was like, what the fuck was that all about? Like, I don't remember hitting anything, but we took proper precautions, and I was talking to her, and apparently what we did was proper precautions, like turn on the forward flashers, couldn't move the car, so we moved off to the side. I kind of directed traffic, and I was trying to get a hold of the tow truck company. She said one was on the way. I was talking to my friend, and that's when she was like, I could give you a DUI. She said, how many beers did you drink? She was like, 3 or 4, which was like the same as I had. And well, to be honest, we had more like started off with 2 beers, two cocktails, and then I think we went through 2 pitchers. So a bit more than that. But uh, she said, 3 or 4 beers, and I was like, yeah, it's good to be honest, because we're pretty honest, I guess. We said we did pretty much had a little bit to drink. And she said, yeah, I could give you DUI, but because you took, proper precautions, pretty much, like she wasn't. Got a tow truck, or bed truck, and I paid for that. I was like, don't even worry about it. I got it. And then took us back to her house, dropped the car off, and she walked me to my car, and then I went home. Well, I sat in the car for a little bit and smoked, and then I went home. I sat for like 30 minutes or so. I was just chilling. And then, yeah. And Monday, didn't have work again. So I hung out. And then I asked her, I'm like, are you a little sore from that? And because my right side's kind of sore. And today, when I got home, I was like looking around, and I'm like, I remember I felt down below, and I was like, oh, that kind of hurt. Because I got scratched pretty decently, but on like my lower left ab, like right above like my hip. But everything else is just fine. uh, Mostly from the airbags, honestly, because it's like we didn't slam into anything. It's like we bumped something, and those airbags were aggressive as fuck. But it is what it is. Learn from your mistakes. Told her I'd help her pay for anything, and I will. Um, and that's that. Obviously, don't drink and drive, but hey, learn from your mistakes, right? So next time I hang out with her, I'm gonna tell her like, I'll probably drive to her house and then get an Uber. We will Uber it to wherever. Uber back, obviously, and then I'll drive home. Oh my god, this cat! You guys can probably hear him. Yeah. Shut up, Chester. Jesus Christ! I can't believe I had to shout that on here. But anyways, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna go deal with this motherfucker. You guys have a good one, and I will talk to you guys next time.